Are the worst of home price declines behind us? You might be hearing on media and negative YouTube channels that the market prices or the home prices are going to crash 20%, or they were going to crash 20% in 2022 or 2023. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you and tell you that the home prices decline. And I'm going to tell you that home price declines are already behind us, and we are on the way of home prices going up based on these numbers. So welcome to my channel. I'm Mike Patel with First Team Real Estate. And while you are here, please subscribe to my channel and make some comments and tell me what you think where the home prices are headed or if there's a crash. I would really love to hear from you, and also please share your comments with other audience. One thing is for sure, if you're a buyer and who have been waiting for 6 months or a year or 2 years to prices to drop, well, this may be the time to buy because it seems like the home prices are going up. On the other hand, if you're a seller and you were concerned last June in summer of 2022 and fall of 2022, where there was more inventory and the home prices declined, now you may be wondering, is this the right time to sell? Well, the good news is if you're a seller, home prices are going up. So this may be a good time to buy your home. But at any rate, if you're a buyer, the best time to buy is when you are ready, willing, and able to buy, despite the fact that the interest rates are higher than 4 years ago or 2 years ago. They were down to 2.5% rate, and now they are hovering around 6 to 6.5 to 7%. But despite those facts, the best time to buy is when you are ready, willing, and able to sell. I have a video on that if you want to search my channel and watch that. So let us look at the numbers. In July last year, month over month, home prices were declining, and they stopped declining now, and they are going up month over month. And the best way to show that is to look at the charts provided, and here they are. The following three charts are adjusted month over month, and they are seasonally adjusted. The first chart by Case Shiller shows that in January 22 to June of 2022, prices went up overall nationwide. Then in July, August, September, October, November, December, and January of 2023, they declined anywhere from 0.3% to 1%. And back in February of 2023, there was an uptick of 0.2% nationwide seasonally adjusted rates. If we look at the chart from Federal Housing Finance Authority, they show the same thing. In January, the first 4 or 5 months, there was a price increase month over month. And then in July, August, and pretty much in November, December, there was price declines. But as of January 23 and February of 23, they are inching up again. Similar chart by CoreLogic shows that from January to June, prices went up anywhere from 0.6% to almost 4%. And there was a decline from July through January 23. And they're back up in February and March of 2023. And as the report does not show right now, because of the housing activity and by talking to a lot of people, there are multiple offers being sent out everywhere. I just opened up an escrow on a house that was listed for $780, and we ended up getting it almost at $810. There were 5 offers. Luckily, my buyers got it because it was an all-cash offer with no appraisal, no inspection, and no termite work. So we can tell by talking to other agents, by the housing activity, by the open houses, there's 50, 60, 70 people coming to open houses, and there's 2, 3, 4, up to 20 offers. That only means that the prices are going up. So the spring 2023 is in full force. So that means that the buyers are out there looking, despite the higher interest rate, despite the home prices, buyers want to buy. And the other factor putting fuel to the fire is that while the buyers want to buy homes, there's a shortage of inventory. And I'll show you a chart later on how the inventory affects the home prices. So as the inventory has declined significantly, home prices are going up, quote, significantly. Of course, these numbers and stats are based on a US nationwide. And of course, there may be pockets, market is hyper local. So in your area, they may be declining or they may be going up. But overall, in general, housing market prices have started going up since February of 2023. And looks like, or it seems like from the activity and talking to other agents and from reports from other real estate experts and analysts and economists, for the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, prices are heading up. But let me show you some more local charts to see how they compare with the national charts. So the next 3 or 4 charts I'm going to talk about is from the local CRMLS. It's a multiple listing survey which I'm a member of, and that CRMLS covers regions of Orange County, Los Angeles County, San Diego County, Riverside County, Kern County, and some other counties. So it is a huge multiple listing service. So this data is from there. So let's look at the first chart, which I'm going to show you what happened to the medium sales prices in the last 1 or 2 years. This chart shows that in the last 3 years, the median price per square foot in all of CRMLS, which includes homes, townhomes, condos, and co-op and mobile homes, it shows that we had a low in January 2023. The lowest price per square foot in general and on average on these homes in the region was $466 per square foot. But as you can see, as we come closer to February, March, and April, that has gone up to $507 per square foot. Of course, this is the whole region. And like I mentioned earlier, your area hyperlocally may differ, but that's a general trend. The second chart I'm going to show you is what happens to the selling price versus the asking price. So this chart, again from CRMLS, says that the median percentage of original price received. If you look at the chart in approximately fall and summer of June 2022, the median price of original price received was around 102. It peaked at 104%. That means if a house was for sale for $1 million, it sold for $1,040,000. So that peaked in somewhere around spring of 2022. But as summer came around and fall came around, we saw that the list to sales price or the sales to list price was 95%. That means $1 million home sold for $950,000. So instead of selling in the spring of 2022 over $1 million over asking price, on average the prices dropped to under asking price. But if you see that come April 2023, they're back up to 100%. And of course, all the homes that are pending, a lot of homes pending in all of MLS are in escrow at over asking price. Like the example I gave you, there are a lot of homes over asking price. So that's only going to go up. So the trend is that the listing prices and the sales price on average are selling for higher than list price, which indicates an increase in the price on all of CRMLS and potentially all of US. The next chart is on the average sales price in the CRMLS. Let's go back at approximately fall of 2022. The average sales price in CRMLS, which again includes single family homes, condos, townhomes, manufactured homes, and co-ops, on average in all these cities that belong to CRMLS, and there's lots of them, the entire MLS, the average sales price was $970,000. That was the lower point in fall of 2022. If you come back up end of February, March, that average sales price has gone up to $1.05 million, $1,050,000, and it's only going to go up. So we see another trend that the average sales price are going up as well. So the question is, with the higher prices, with the higher inflation, with the higher interest rate, question one is, why are prices going to go up? The question two is, why are buyers buying? Well, it's all about supply and demand. People want to buy homes. There's a demand for homes. Rents are too high. There's money out there despite the fact that people say the economy is slowing down, there's recession coming along. People have money. There's a lot of inheritance money coming into the economy, which nobody talks about. So the number one factor that is providing fire to the home prices is inventory. And again, let's look at this chart. This chart shows that in the last 3 years, the inventory or the supply of homes for sale, and this is in the CRMLS. If you look at 2020, there was a supply of almost 4 months supply, which means that if no homes came on the market back in January of 2020, it would have taken 4 months to sell all these homes in CRMLS. If you go back to June 2022, that supply was 2.9 months. That means in June of 2022, if no other homes came on the market, and there's thousands and thousands of homes, almost 80 to 90,000 homes for sale, all those would have sold in approximately 3 months, which is pretty low on average. But let's come back to March of 2023. there is only 1.8 months supply, which is very low. Now, just to give you a reference point, in the recession of 2008, back in 2007, I believe, the inventory was 10.4 months. That means in the recession of 2008, it would have taken 10 months to sell all the homes that were on the market, compared to it's going to take 1.8 months to sell in CRMLS. So one of the reasons prices keep going to go up and up and up is because of the shortage of inventory, and there is a demand for homes to buy despite the higher rates, higher inflation rates, higher home prices. So if you're a seller thinking about selling, this may be a good time to sell and possibly buy. And if you're a buyer, this may be a good time to buy. So if you're planning on buying or selling, this may be a good time to buy or sell. Please call me if you need some local information. I'll be glad to provide it to you. And also if you need a realtor or a lender in your local area, I belong to a large network of top realtors in the USA, and I can refer you to one. Let's look at one more quote. And this quote is from Black Knight. It says, just 5 months ago, prices were declining on a seasonally adjusted month-over-month basis in 92% of all major US markets. Fast forward to March 2023, and the situation has done a literal 180, with prices now rising in 92% of markets from February of 2023. While home prices vary by a local area, the worst of home price declines is behind us. Good luck on your home buying or home selling journey.